So, for the purposes of this video, and because I know what happens, I am going to refrain from saying the title of this movie 3 times throughout this review. This is gonna be so hard, guys. I'll keep track though, I promise. For your guys' sake. Let's do this. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the 3rd installment in this Halloween series here on my channel. And today we are looking at one of the most fun movies to watch in this whole series I'm doing, Beetlejuice. Oh, that's one. That's the only one I'm gonna give it though. Cross my heart. Hope to die. But this film was of course directed by Tim Burton, a newcomer at the time this movie was released in 1988, and it stars a gigantically talented group of people. After Barbara and Adam Maitland, played respectively by Geena Davis and Alec Baldwin, die in a car accident, they find themselves stuck haunting their country residence, unable to leave the house. So they're dead and they're quarantining from everybody. But when the unbearable Deetzes, played by Catherine O'Hara and Jeffrey Jones, arrive along with their teen daughter Lydia, played by Winona Ryder, the Maitlands attempt to scare them away. But the thing is, the Maitlands are not scary. At all. And their efforts attract this really strange title character played by Michael Keaton, whose help, quote-unquote, quickly becomes dangerous for the Maitlands and for innocent little Lydia. So this video is actually being made per the request of my lovely girlfriend Lauren, whom I'm sure you all have met on this channel already. Thank you so much, sweetie, for the request. It was really fun to go back and rewatch this one. Because it was honestly a great get for this Halloween series, because since I first watched this movie, it has become a staple over this time of year. I mean, for crying out loud, there is a Broadway musical of this thing out right now, which I would love to be in, by the way. I hope so. That soundtrack is fire. And I love it because this is yet another weird story from a visionary nutball like Tim Burton. The guy knows what he's doing. What can I say? And even though this is one of his earlier films, we can clearly see his prowess behind the camera. And of course, a year after this movie, he went on to direct the original Batman movie, also starring Michael Keaton. And it's from this point that his career truly just kind of went... Now, speaking of Michael Keaton, man oh man is he fun to watch as this character. The voice he's chosen and this design has since become iconic. I have seen so many people dress up as this character for Halloween throughout my life, and it's well warranted. And Keaton truly does an excellent job with this character. And it's been a minute since he's played a role like this. I want to see him get more of these Genie-esque roles. And very similar to the genie from Aladdin, he does make a lot of pop culture references throughout this movie, specifically catering to the horror Halloween-esque genre. And he's not the only culprit. There are lots of characters that pull references out of the Halloween playbook for this film. I've seen The Exorcist 167 times, and it gets even funnier every single time! Does that make me qualified? Alec Baldwin and Geena Davis are legitimately perfect together as Adam and Barbara. We all buy that they're a couple, and we also buy that these characters are completely incompetent when it comes to scaring the Deetz family. I don't think a haunted corn maze would ever want to hire the Maitlands to be scare actors for them. A lot of people might look at them and say, why is this considered a scary movie? They're not intimidating at all. But guess what, guys? That's the entire point with these characters. They are not supposed to be intimidating. And it's really funny watching them attempt to be scary throughout this movie. And on the other side of the spectrum, we have two really amazing actors coming together as the Deetzes. Catherine O'Hara, the mother from Home Alone, and Jeffrey Jones, the principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And together they form the snootiest couple you could ever come across. My god, these people are ass. But once again, some truly great performances here. I bought that they were a couple, and I bought how garbage of human beings they truly are. And I certainly bought that the Maitlands did not want them in their home. They were just so great here. And last but not least, we get Winona Ryder as the Deetz's daughter Lydia, and man, she's so good here. I love how kind of the whole joke behind this character is that she's fearless, and she provides a lot of great commentary throughout this movie as to why the Maitlands are not the least bit intimidating. She kills it here with not only the comedy, but also with the really emotional beats. And by the way, yes, I do know a lot of people are shipping this title character and Lydia together, which... Why? Why would you even do that? One thing I shall not fail to mention here is that this is a really, really funny screenplay. It's not only with just dealing with the fact that the Maitlands are not scary at all. That joke is driven into the ground, but every single person in this movie steals the movie. All these actors are just throwing their freaking all into this material, and this comedy as well. One of my favorite comedic scenes specifically is the charade scene. You guys all know which scene I'm talking about. It's a scene where this title character is trying to get Lydia to say his name 3 times. That way he can follow through with his oh-so-devious plan. Also, all those damn dance sequences. You know which one I'm thinking of. It's the one where the Dietzes are at the dinner party and they just happen to be possessed and they end up doing the Deo. Oh my god. Makes me bust up every single time, man. I've also gotta really commend this production design. Bo Welch is a frequent collaborator with Tim Burton, and he knows exactly how to make a zany movie look even more out there. His exaggerated sets are so unique, unlike anything else you'll ever see in cinema. They're just the right kind of bonkers, and they're very, very colorful. All these design elements are just so wonderful. The costumes, the sound, the editing, the amazingly quirky score by Danny Elfman. They get everything just right here. I mean, it's very obvious. I love Beetlejuice. Oh, And my only real issue with this movie is kind of a glaring one today, especially seeing as how this movie is almost 40 years old, or coming on 40 years old at least. And it's obviously some of these special effects, and yeah, they don't really hold up all that well these days. I mean, I'm assuming they must have been good for the year 1988, but man, are they noticeable. Oh, God, and there's just some effects that I cannot unsee these days. And that whole idea is freaky in and of itself. I mean, who's ever going to forget when the title character turns himself into a snake? But I mean, aside from that, it's gonna sound like a nitpick coming from me, because it is. I love this movie, and I'm gonna give it an A. Guys, definitely give this movie a watch. I think this one is gonna be fun for the entire family. I obviously dig the crap out of Beetlejuice, and it's definitely something that you need to watch every year around this time. Oh, fuck me, that was 3. I'm so sorry. No! It's showtime. But do you guys like Beetlejuice? Do you not? I would love to hear all of your thoughts down there in the comments below, and I'd love to discuss them with you guys further. And if you guys are enjoying my content and you're looking forward to what else I'm going to be revealing in this Halloween series, what movies I'm going to be reviewing, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below as hard as you possibly can. That way you guys can be the first to know whenever any of these new videos hits on my channel. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a big fat thumbs up on it on your way out. I'd really appreciate that as well. As always, look out for more fun content coming to the channel, including more for this very playlist. The next one is hitting tomorrow, and here's your hint. We're going animated for this one. And guys, last but not least, thank you all so much for watching, and thank you for your support of the channel so far. It's truly humbling to me. And with all that being said, back talk commence!